This is the Process Shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen Belly, a crime drama from 1998, directed by Hype Williams. It follows two New York City career criminals, Sincere and Tommy, who make their living through robberies and drug deals. While Sincere is looking to get out of the game, his friendship with Tommy keeps him from completely leaving, seeing the two push a new form of heroin out of Omaha, Nebraska. Their success leads them to overtake the local drug racket, which sets off a chain of events that leads both men to reconsider their roles, and whether or not it's possible to escape, or if it's already too late. The film's story is, for the most part, pretty weak, and at other times it gets a little bit confusing. Much of Sincere's story sticks to the usual tropes of gangsters facing doubts and seeking redemption at the potential cost of his longtime friendship with Tommy. Tommy's story, as well, is a bit standard, showing the depths of immorality that he plunges into as he continues his way through the criminal world. Both of these main storylines and a good amount of the other stories in Belly are, for lack of a better term, very predictable and extremely cliche. It doesn't help that at times the characters literally spell out their motivations in their dialogue, most of all Sincere, who also narrates the film from start to finish. Further, the acting talent ranges from people doing their best with what they've got, to those who are having fun, to those who seem more like they read their lines right before shooting and end up having to wing it. On one hand, it gives way to somewhat naturalistic dialogue, but in most cases it's just bad acting all around, especially when coupled with much less natural and more stilted dialogue as written. So what does the movie have going for it, if anything at all? The visual stylization. Almost every frame of the film is shot in some way to deliver a visual flair that separates it from most other movies of its kind. There isn't too much in the way of a visual language, so to speak, in that the shots aren't necessarily framed to help push the story along. Instead, it's all more in service of making everything look cool, which can never make up for the film's other faults alone, but is at least able to soften the blow. Even with the other aspects of Belly being subpar, the cinematography makes it feel more luxurious than it probably actually is, with a sense of planned shots and other thoughts put into the film's look, from color coordination in certain settings, to highly contrasted lighting conditions in certain rooms, as well as the film's opening credits sequence being like a hyper-stylized short film or music video in itself. It probably wouldn't be a stretch to say that this film's visuals have gone on to influence and inspire the stylization of music videos or movies of this vein, even to this day. Again, the film's looks and its influence isn't able to make up for the rest of its faults, which aren't necessarily outright awful, but do bring down the experience if you go in hoping for something at least average. The issues in Belly are distracting, and it seems as if the cinematography is its way of trying to distract you from those distractions. I have to admit, it works for the most part. Even if you can't make out what some of the film's cast is mumbling, or if you aren't even sure what's happening on the screen, you can at least look at it and say, well, at least it looks nice. Belly. Hype Williams, 1998. 2 stars. Your mileage will vary, but I'd recommend seeing the movie, even if it isn't actually as good as it's made to look. Anyways, that's it for me here. If you like this review, leave a like. If you have an issue with what I said, leave a comment. As always, subscribe to the channel for more reviews. Personally, I like the look of my review videos. Just me and some poster artwork that's always changing. It's my way of knowing it's a new day.